Welcome to Whores Talk Horror.
We're not really whores. We just like wordplay.
Hello, and welcome to a very fun and kind of special and different episode of Whores Talk Horror. I'm Sharon.
And I'm Melinda.
So, in honor of Halloween month, this is the second week of Halloween now, we thought it would be kind of fun to do a beer tasting. And also Spencer is going to quiz us on some horror movie trivia. And
to keep it Halloween themed, though, first of all, we should clarify by Halloween month, Sharon and I celebrate Halloween all October.
As most of you do, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's be honest. But also, we're going to keep it Halloween style. We're going to be doing some pumpkin ale tasting specifically.
Oh, did I not say pumpkin beer?
No. You just said beer, and but that's pumpkin is, oh, yeah.
I apologize. We're going to be doing a pumpkin beer tasting because
Halloween.
And I also I like most pumpkin beers, but we're going to find out which ones are good and which ones not so much. But yeah, and also as much as we love horror movies, we do not claim to be experts. And I'm sure if we were on a game show, most of you listening would probably be able to kick our asses. But we just thought it'd be fun to maybe get a little buzz and see how much we actually do know about horror movies, which is probably not as much as we think.
Right. Or we'll just totally freeze in the moment. I could never go on Jeopardy because I would just forget how to do everything and not be able to answer. So Spencer will probably ask really easy questions and I'll be like, I don't know, but we'll see what happens.
I'm just going to tell you, I found a site that had a ton of horror movie trivia.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go through the list. We'll maybe do 31 or something. And some, I looked at a few of them. Some are going to be really easy, and some you will have no fucking clue what I'm even talking about.
I really hope that one of them is something that I can be like, that's blah, 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 and then blow your mind. But you're probably right. That probably won't happen.
But yes, as we said, we love horror movies, but we're not experts. And to start us off, I have kind of a funny little story that Spencer's dad told me. It's one of my favorite stories. So Spencer's dad used to be an actor, and back in the 60s, he was in a play in Chicago with another actor who's kind of well known. I'm not going to say his name because I just don't think it would be right to out him like this, but he does do one of the voices on The Simpsons. That's all I'm going to say. This actor that was in the play with Spencer's dad.
Let's call him Dan.
Sure. So Dan lived in New York, and one day he had a friend that came over to his apartment, and they decided to take acid and watch the movie Psycho. And so Dan didn't tell his friend that his upstairs neighbor was actually Anthony Perkins, the star of Psycho, for those of you who don't know. So they're in Dan's apartment, tripping balls, watching Psycho, and Anthony Perkins comes walking downstairs to hang out with his friend Dan, knocks on the door, and Dan goes to his friend, hey, you want to get that?
Oh, that's so mean and awesome.
So Dan's friend goes to the door, opens it up, sees Anthony Perkins, a.k.a. Norman Bates from Psycho, fucking flips out, loses his shit. And then they had to kind of explain to him and get him to calm down, because he was tripping. But when my father-in-law told me that story, I was dying. I was like, that's one of the greatest stories I've ever heard.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really funny.
So I just wanted to share that with you. And on to the pumpkin beer tasting.
Whoop.
All right, so the first pumpkin beer that we're trying is from Wild Onion Brewery in Chicago. It's just called Pumpkin Ale. 5.4% alcohol by volume.
That's not too bad.
All right. So now we're going to drink the beer.
I like it.
I like it too. It's not overly pumpkin-y. It's a little bit sweet.
And there's a little bit of cinnamon when you first take a sip, but it's not overpowering. When we were buying the beer at Binny's, I was telling Sharon and Spencer that pumpkin beer, like king as in with a crown, became widely available in Chicago a few Halloweens ago where it hadn't been before. And I kind of that's all I drank for all of October.
OD'd on it.
Kind of, yeah. Now, like, at first I was like, oh, God, we're going to drink pumpkin ale. But this is really good, actually.
It's pretty light. It's not super heavy.
I love the cinnamon smell. It's not strong, really, at all. But it's, like, just enough. Well done, Wild Onion Brewery.
We approve.
Can you rate it with 0 to 5 pumpkin heads? Jack-o'-lanterns?
I'm going to give it a 3.5 for now. And my ratings may change depending on how good or how bad the other ones are.
And how drunk you get?
And also how drunk I get.
We're splitting these. We won't get that drunk. I would go with 3.52 as well, I mean.
We're doing to the
A 3.52.
Yeah.
Spencer, what do you give it?
I mean, I'm not a beer fan, so I guess I have to just rate it to beers in general for my taste. But yeah, I would probably vote the same thing. There's a little bit of a pumpkin flavor, not overpowering, but you get a little bit. So yeah, I'd say 3.5.
All right, so while we're sipping our Wild Onion pumpkin ale, do you want to read us some trivia questions and make fun of us because we don't know that much?
Oh,
about
come
horror
on,
movies?
don't be a downer right off the bat. We don't know.
Are we gonna have do we have a buzzer anywhere?
No.
Or is it like just whoever knows it first raises their hand?
Oh, or maybe you can both give a guess, and then I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
I like that.
Okay, let's do it.
Bring it.
Can we just get drunk and do trivia every episode?
I mean,
You can make that your show.
Can we just?
we're going to change format, everybody.
I can't wait for Christmas so we can do our Christmas horror movies.
I get to talk about Black Christmas, and I'm not going into detail like the way you're always like, but I'm going to say shit about it.
Sharon, are you always like,
I'm always like, "Mrr."
All right. So are you ready for all 1,996 questions?
31, please.
Yeah, we'll just do 31.
We're going to need some more beer.
Okay. A cloud passes in front of the moon. You hear the beating of huge wings above you. As you stare up in terror, you see a dark, winged figure with 2 glowing red eyes in its chest glaring at you. What is it?
Frankenstein.
Mothman.
Oh, wait, I'm going to go with Mindy's answer.
Yes, you are correct, Mothman.
Bam! Kablam!
Not so loud. That is true. And we actually just listened to My Favorite Murder did a Mothman episode.
Yeah.
And there was
something else that you were watching, I think, that you told
BuzzFeed is it BuzzFeed Uncensored?
Oh,
is that what it's
right.
called?
Yeah.
They did a Mothman episode as well.
The 2 guys that, like,
Yeah.
investigate different paranormal and other strange things.
Point being is I've been hearing a lot about Mothman recently, and I think it's interesting that was the first question.
BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Ah, yes. That's
You were
it.
right with the un part.
BuzzFeed Unsolved, which if none of you have heard of the show, it's a really, really funny show on YouTube with these 2 hosts. One of them's kind of a cynic. One of them kind of really believes in this stuff. And they just go around the country and they investigate things like Mothman and the Annabelle doll. And they have a true crime episodes. And then they also do paranormal episodes. And it's really funny. And it's a really fun show. And one of our listeners, Sean
Williams, what up?
Shout out to you, Sean. Thank you for that recommendation.
It's also on Amazon Prime some of it is on Amazon Prime for free if you have Amazon Prime, so you can find it there as well.
Yeah. Next question, please.
In what 2011 Canadian horror film does a group of paranormal investigators visit Collingwood Psychiatric Hospital?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, is it the Grave Encounters one? Is that what it's called? I don't know if that's Canadian.
I don't know, Sharon, what's your guess?
I think that's what it was called, was Grave Encounter, something like
I'm
that.
going to go with that.
You are correct.
Woo woo.
It was actually I know people are kind of saying they're over found footage. I don't know why I still kind of dig it, but that one's that's a fun one.
Okay.
I recommend
haven't
it.
seen that one because I also kind of got over.
Yeah,
I've heard of it, but I've not seen it because I needed a break from the found footage movies. But
It's good though because it's funny because it's like these ghost hunters and it like kind of simultaneously makes fun of that genre, but like also is a decent scary movie. So I recommend it.
well, I'm glad you knew the answer. All right. Well, let's do one more and then we'll get another beer.
You might be home, but you're not alone. is the tagline to this 2016 Christmas horror film about a 17-year-old girl named Ashley who is spending her evening babysitting a 12-year-old boy named Luke while they are sitting...
I love this movie. Go ahead.
While they are sitting together on the couch watching a horror movie, Ashley hears strange noises and suspects that someone is outside trying to get in. As the movie continues, things get much worse. What is the name of this suspenseful flick?
It is All Through the House.
Mindy, what's your guess?
Is that I can't remember the title of it. So is that the title of it? It's on.
I'm 99.9%
I'm going to go
sure.
with that.
You are incorrect.
What is it
What
called?
is it called?
Better Watch Out.
Yes.
Can I redo this? I should have known
No,
that.
because I was thinking I knew it was like a Christmas Carol song.
Can I redo it?
No.
And give the right answer?
No,
I fucking hate you.
you got it wrong. You can't cheat.
No, can I just cheat this one time?
Fuck no.
This is all staying in, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so fucking pissed.
I know. I'm mad at myself too because I could see it in my head.
Wait, so what was going through your head?
I've watched this. I've seen this movie twice now. I don't know why I thought it was All Through the House, but last year we binged oh God, we probably found almost 20 Christmas horror movies.
That was on Shudder, I remember. It still is, I think.
Better Watch Out is on Shudder, which is where I watched it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend watching Better Watch Out because it's a really, really fucking good movie. It's kind of like Home Alone meets...
don't say much. I think it's better if you just go in.
Oh, yeah. There is a horror... We did actually watch a Christmas horror movie last Christmas called All Through the House. Look it up, Spencerpedia.
I can't even remember any of them.
Honestly, most of them are pretty fucking forgettable. There's not a lot of good Christmas horror movies. But in December, we will be doing a Christmas horror movie special because there are some really good ones.
Yeah, there are.
So what's our next beer, Mindy?
Okay, so we have by New Holland Brewery, which is in Holland, Michigan, Ichabod, pumpkin ale made with real pumpkin, cinnamon, and nutmeg spices. And it's actually got a cool little can with an Ichabod crane image on it and a scary pumpkin face.
The ingredients say pumpkin, spices, and haunting.
Nice.
I can really taste the haunting. So what do you think of this one?
This has more of a cinnamon smell to it, I feel like. But I don't know how I feel about this one. I mean, it's good. It's not very... I don't feel like it's very pumpkin-y.
No, you know what? The very first sip, I was like, oh, I can taste a lot of the pumpkin and spices. But now that I'm drinking it more...
No, it just tastes like beer. I mean, it's not bad.
I'm kind of swirling it like you do with wine. Maybe it'll bring out some of the flavors, but...
It looks really pretty when you're doing that. No one can see it. This is a podcast. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, that didn't work. Yeah, I'm going to maybe give this one a 3. It's not bad. It's tasty. I mean, it's, it doesn't suck. But yeah, I think the other one had a little bit more like pumpkin-y taste to it. And now this is kind of, honestly, the more I'm drinking this, it's kind of getting like a little bit of a weird aftertaste.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same. And I think 3 is good. I was going to almost do 2.5, but I'm 3, I'd say.
And we should probably eat like a taco between each beer just to cleanse our palate.
Whatever.
By the way, this beer tastes exactly the same to me as the last one did, so...
What do you know?
I don't know anything.
More questions, please.
If they hear you, they hunt you, is the tagline for this suspenseful 2018 horror thriller. Which one of these films is it? Do I even need to read that?
Quiet Place.
I was going to say, Sharon, do you want to just say the title?
A Quiet Place.
You are correct.
I mean, All Through the House.
That's going to be the default answer if we don't know what it is.
That is our new default answer, which we did do a little bit of research, and All Through the House is actually a Christmas horror movie that we did watch last year, and it's a very interesting movie, so
it was just not the answer to the question from before.
It had nothing to do with... The plot was not the same at all.
You know what? Just read the questions. No one asked for your commentary, Spencer.
Getting a little rough in here. We're going to need another beer soon.
This film is written and directed by Adam Green, and it is the 4th installment of a pretty popular movie franchise among slasher fans. It stars Kane Hodder as the film's killer. What is the name of this gruesome yet fun to watch flick?
Okay, so yes or no, is it a Friday the 13th movie?
No.
Didn't you mention a year? Isn't it recent?
It does not mention a year, but I can tell you it is 2017.
Oh, so then no.
Is it Saw 4?
I was thinking there's a Jigsaw. There are people right now screaming at their phones
I
or
know.
whatever, going, "You idiots!
You fucking morons! How are you hosting a horror podcast?
But
Is it Jigsaw?
All right, I'll give you a hint.
Yes.
The series is the Hatchet series.
Okay. I'm nope.
No.
Me neither.
This one's escaped me.
This one is called Victor Crowley.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll have to watch those. All right, so we'll do one more before the next beer.
Yeah.
Let's do 2 more.
Okay.
I gotta pace myself.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
In the movie Psycho from 1960, Marion Crane uses what alias to sign the register book at the Bates Motel?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. Sorry, horror fans. I think I've just let everyone down.
Give us the initials.
MS.
Mary Shelley.
I was just about to say that.
Do you give up?
All Through the House.
I second that.
The answer is Marie Samuels.
Of course.
I wouldn't have. Nope.
And that actually does sound familiar now that he said that.
Sure.
Always does once you know the answer.
Take a drink.
That was it.
Oh, wait. Should we? We should have been taking a drink every time we get one wrong and every time we get one right.
We're already doing that.
That is true.
Oh, wait. One more and then beer?
One more than beer.
A little girl is pushed down a well in the original Japanese film and Gore Verbinski's 2002 remake. What is the American title?
The American title is The Ring, but the Japanese original Ringu is badass.
Yep. Agree.
You are correct.
Woo woo! We win another beer.
Yay! Okay, Sharon, what are we drinking now?
So our next beer is Pumpkin Ale from St Louis Brewery. Scafley? I think that's how you pronounce it. It's SCHLAFLY. It's ale brewed with pumpkin and with spices added, cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. And it says, Scafley Pumpkin Ale blends the spices of the harvest with full-bodied sweetness for a beer that tastes like pumpkin pie. A special release, Pumpkin Ale is available for a limited time, so get it while you can, with a new style every few months. So, all right, let's try this one. Oh my God. All right, this one's really fucking good. This one is definitely, you can taste the sweetness, you can taste the pumpkin, you can taste the spices, and this one is, it is really the closest one to pumpkin fucking pie.
It's good. It's definitely the most pumpkin-y and spicy that we've had so far, but I'm conflicted for some reason, and I don't know why.
I actually really like this one. And I should mention that this one is actually 8% alcohol by volume.
And I think we should explain that we're splitting a beer amongst the three of us, so we're not like each drinking. I think we didn't really clarify that, and so yeah.
Yes, thank you. We have not just drank 3 whole beers. But I do have to say, this is probably the most fun I've had recording. I really like it. What do you think, Spencer?
And I do like sweet things, and you definitely get a lot more of the spices in this one than the other one. So I like it more. I would give it maybe compared to other pumpkin beers, a 4.5 for my taste.
I would definitely give this one a solid 4.2351.8.
I'm just going to go with a 4.
All right. I think we need some more trivia that we're going to miserably fail at. Proceed.
This 2012 horror comedy is about a clown who dies tragically at a 10-year-old boy's birthday party and waits 6 years to exact revenge on the boy and his friends who are responsible for his death. What is the name of this film?
I don't know, but I want to see it.
I was thinking the same thing.
That sounds awesome.
Fuck, we really, we've seen hundreds of horror movies, but there's just so many, I guess, that we have not seen. Ooh, this isn't called, no, I was going to say Ice Cream Man.
What?
Shut up.
No.
I don't, what are you talking
All Through the House.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I was going to say it, but thanks, Sharon.
This one is called Stitches.
Oh,
I have seen that, like, as I'm scanning through stuff, I think.
You've seen the box at the video store?
Yeah, aw, those were the days.
Are you ready for another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ladies.
Bring it.
In which of these movies does a man in a Frankenstein monster mask kill people at a carnival? Do you need me to read you the options?
Yes.
Yes, please.
A. The incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed up zombies.
Shut up, that's not a real movie.
I don't know. B. The saga of the Viking women and their voyage to the waters of the Great Sea Serpent.
Okay, and C?
C. The girls from Venus and the men from Mars get together and try to take over the Earth.
I'm going to go with A, and I'm
yeah.
just guessing.
'Cause that sounds the most real.
There's also a D.
Oh, okay.
Shit, sorry. We're really, really overzealous and excited about it.
The Funhouse.
Oh,
it's
wait.
Funhouse.
No, read the description again, because I've seen Funhouse a couple times. That's a Toby Hooper movie.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
In which of these movies does a man in a Frankenstein monster mask kill people at a carnival?
Does that happen in
Yeah.
Funhouse?
Yeah. Funhouse.
That is correct.
Woo, woo.
Well done.
Yeah, I think I watched this one with you, actually.
Yes, we did.
Well done. I have not seen that. I've definitely seen that one as I've been scrolling through.
You should check it out. It's no Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it's a fun watch.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
All right, next we have Let the Right One In, but American Remake. What was its title?
Wasn't it Let the Right One In?
The original, the Swedish one is Let the Right One In.
No,
too.
the American one was too, wasn't it? I think it's also
Shitty American remake? I don't know.
Yeah, right. I've never seen it actually.
I've never seen it either. I
thought it was Let they thought they were both titled the same thing.
I think they're both titled the same thing too, but I refused to watch the American remake because
Spencer's
the Swedish
laughing.
one was so good.
It was beautiful. Spencer's laughing at us. What is it?
What's the
Spencer?
answer?
Let Me In.
Oh, that's lame. See, Americans, lame.
Lame.
Which one of these stories was not featured in the Japanese film Kwaidan?
Oh shit.
Have you seen Kwaidan?
I have, yes, and it's been a long time though.
A. The Black Hair. B. The Woman of the Snow. C. Hoichi the Earless. And D. The Samurai.
I'm going to just go with C.
C is Hoichi the Earless.
Yep. Wait, I'm going to change my answer
I'm
to
All Through the House.
All Through the House.
I'm gonna go with C as well, but I feel bad because I have seen this and I don't remember, but I'm gonna go with C as well.
The answer is D. The Samurai.
Damn it.
I was right though, because All Through the House is not in that.
Technically, yes. You're right.
You figured out the system.
Cheers. Social.
This 2016 film, directed by David F. Sandberg and produced by James Wan, has a very creepy ghost named Diana, who only comes out when it's dark. What is the name of this film?
That one's Lights Out, right?
Yes.
Woo woo.
What up?
All right. Actually, you could probably do one more.
In this 1982 horror flick, a young boy named Billy, his mother, and her boyfriend try to escape a brutal killer while on a road trip through a desert. What is the name of this forgotten gem? 1982.
82.
I don't know if this does not sound familiar to me.
It doesn't sound familiar to me either, but it sounds like a movie I would enjoy watching.
Yeah. All Through the House?
Yes. Never gets old.
This one is called Death Valley.
Oh.
And it stars Peter Billingsley, who I think is...
Yes. Christmas
Ralphie.
Story.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been like one of the only other movies he's made, because honestly, I think kind of after A Christmas Story, he dropped out of acting.
That is false, because he's in a lot of movies.
Really?
Like I was saying, that was the second movie he's made out of many, many movies.
Oh.
All right, are you ready for another?
Yes, we are, sir.
This movie consisted of short vignettes, each with its own unique story. In one story, Stephen King gets devoured by alien plant life. In another, Adrienne Barbeau is eaten alive by a monster in an old crate.
Creepshow.
Which movie is it?
The original Creepshow.
You are correct. What year is it from for bonus points?
For bonus points, I'm going to say 81.
Mindy?
I have no idea. I'd say 81 as well. I have no.
82.
Ah, you're close.
Close enough. All right, I feel like I kind of redeemed myself a little bit.
So you earned another beer.
Woo woo. Let's go. What is our next beer, Mindy?
Okay, so this one's by New Belgium, which is a brewery out of both Colorado and North Carolina. It's called Voodoo Ranger Special Release Atomic Pumpkin. Yeah, pumpkin ale featuring cinnamon and habanero chili peppers for just the right amount of heart. And we're going to find out how that heart tastes, I guess. Let's see.
Let's taste it. All right. This one's definitely my favorite by far.
Yep, absolutely.
It's
heart tastes good, apparently.
It's got definitely the strongest cinnamon flavor. I would say the cinnamon mixed with the did you say habanero?
Habanero, yeah.
It's I wouldn't say it's really spicy.
They kind of cancel each other out, but they still bring each other out, if that makes sense.
And there's still a little sweetness to it.
Yeah, this is really good. I like this a lot. This was the one I was most excited about trying, actually. Well,
we're gonna
save the
finale, which I'm most excited about our last beer. But this one's really good, and this one is 6.4% alcohol by volume. And yeah, I dig it. All right, so let's do some more trivia questions.
What do you rate it?
I give this one a 4.5. I guess, compared to the other ones, a 4.5.
For sure, 4.5.
It kind of tastes like the last one if you threw more cinnamon and heat into it.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's better. It's way better, though,
what
than
do you
any
think,
of the ones
Spencer?
we've had.
Yeah, I get more spices. It's similar to the other one, but yeah, there's more spice. And then obviously the habanero. It's not too spicy, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had drinks that are like literally spicy, and this one is just a hint of it. So if you don't like too much spice in your beer, this one is a good one to go with.
I think it's more pumpkin-y, too, than the last, specifically the last one we had.
It's the most complex of all of them.
There you go.
For sure.
Yes, I agree. I concur, dear lady.
That's a good way to describe it. All right, more questions. In which movie did Christopher Lee play Frankenstein's monster? And I just learned that Peter Billingsley was in a movie with Christopher Lee.
I think everyone was in a movie with Christopher Lee because he's made so many movies. I'm just going to say Frankenstein. Although that seems way too easy.
Obvious, yeah, but I'm going to go with that too.
Because I really don't know.
Well, you've seen the original Frankenstein movie, right?
Well, yes, I've seen the original black and white version, but there's been a lot of other remakes.
So this one, I'm not seeing a year, but it is called Curse of Frankenstein.
Okay.
Put it on the list. Put it on the list. Put it on the list. I sing that around the house a lot because Spencer keeps track of all the groceries and stuff we need to buy on his phone because usually he's the one that runs the store and goes shopping. So I'll be
this is riveting listening for everybody.
We need bananas, we need peanut butter, we need spinach. Put it on the list. Put it on the list.
She's not lying. This is true.
This is true.
It would be funny if we left all of this in and just release it.
We're going to. I don't even know. We don't do editing. All right, next question. This 2016 film stars The Walking Dead star Lauren Cohan. She plays a woman.
Cohen.
Okay, Cohen. It has an A.
It's called The Boy. The answer is The Boy.
Mindy?
I didn't hear the rest of the question, so I don't know what.
Say yes, Mindy. It's The Boy.
Don't tell me what to do. Actually finish the question,
yes,
please, Spencer.
Yeah, I'll finish reading it for the folks at home. This 2016 film stars The Walking Dead star Lauren Cohen.
Lohan Cora.
She plays a woman named Greta who travels far from home to get away from her old life. She takes a nanny job working for a very wealthy family. Weird thing is that when she gets to their home to meet them, she finds out she isn't asked to watch over a child. Instead, it is a doll that the couple call their son! ! What is the name of this film?
They might as well just tell you like the entire plot because they kind of almost did.
No.
I guess they're but it is the boy. The boy, right?
The boy.
I was
Yes.
gonna say a boy, but no, the boy.
About a boy.
Yeah, it's a completely different story.
Completely different movie.
But what they said here is like the first 10 minutes.
That's true. That's true. That is true. I actually had the ending of this movie spoiled for me before I ever saw it.
Well, don't spoil
Isn't
it for the
there
listeners.
a sequel coming out?
Probably.
I think there might be.
For no good reason, probably there is.
I actually like this movie.
I didn't care for it as much because I knew what was coming.
Oh.
If I hadn't known, I wonder what I would have thought of it.
Yeah. Having a ending ruined for you with a horror movie kind of sucks. But I thought I heard that they were making a sequel.
I actually don't remember how this ends, but it's been a while since I've seen it, so I'll maybe rewatch it.
Well, yeah, now that you
I know the twist, but I don't remember like what the finale is, like how it ends.
Oh, yeah.
Next is in the first talkie movie called Frankenstein from 1931.
There you go.
How did Frankenstein's monster meet its end?
Oh,
Did the townspeople get him?
Did they burn him? I think they burned him.
Any more detail than that?
Lynch mob.
With fire.
Mindy, do you have a guess?
Yeah, there was a lynch mob that went to the castle.
I think there was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll go with that.
You're partially right. He was inside a burning windmill.
Ew.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, yes.
That's a rough way to go.
I do kind of remember that now. And were there like people hanging off the windmill or like he was...
Maybe.
All I know is I thought the ending of that movie was really sad because he just...
Well, the story's sad.
The story's very sad because he couldn't help the way he looked in the scene with the little girl and everything. I mean,
Oh my gosh. Really quick plug. If anybody has access to the Criterion channel, but it should be available elsewhere. There's this Spanish movie called The Spirit of the Beehive that is sort of, it's not a Frankenstein movie, but it's about these children who see the movie Frankenstein, and it's really great. It's not really scary, but it's a really good movie. So just quick plug, since it's Frankenstein related.
Thank you. Put it on the list. Put it on the list. You're going to be singing that every time you make a list now, Mindy.
You're going to get a text from her. She'll be like, damn it, you got that put it on the list in my head.
I just like that you're cracking yourself up so
I always
hard.
crack myself up.
I do too, so it's fine.
Anyways, next.
As each movie in this series wrapped up, someone would inevitably be taken away by an invisible demon affectionately named Toby. But what was the first film in this franchise?
Hells yeah, Katie and Mika is how he pronounced
Is it
his
Mika or
name.
Micah?
It was Mika because it
Mika.
was annoying and he was not a very good actor. Sorry, but Paranormal Activity.
Sharon?
Obviously, yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
Whoop.
Eileen Marie Davidson was a famous soap star who starred on Days of Our Lives, The Young and the Restless, Santa Barbara, and The Bold and the Beautiful. But she also starred in a 1983 slasher film. Which one was it?
Oh, God. So I've never really watched daytime soaps because I think daytime soaps are kind of horrible. Sorry. So we're looking for a 1985 slasher flick.
1983.
Oh, in 1980. So we're looking for a 1983 slasher flick. All right. So let's just name a random 1983
I honestly don't know.
slasher. Is this something we would have heard of?
Probably. I have no idea if you've seen it.
All Through the House.
Yes, same.
I'll give you a clue. It's one of the many horror movies that has to do with a sorority house.
Oh.
What is it? Murder on Sorority? Oh, that was like 70s, wasn't it?
There's a few good ones.
Yeah, there are a few good ones.
Oh God.
There's like
damn.
I'm thinking of Slumber Party Massacre.
There's Slumber Party Massacre, but then there's like it's Sorority House Row.
Yeah, something like that. There's that one, but I thought that was 70s for some reason. I very well could be wrong.
Could be.
They all sort of bleed together sometimes.
Are we right?
It is called The House on Sorority Row.
The House on Sorority Row.
We were
close.
close.
I actually have seen this movie, and I actually liked it. Honestly, it kind of reminded me a teensy bit of Black Christmas.
Yeah, I could see that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool. Well, we were close.
Yeah, we nailed that one, I think.
After I gave you a clue,
Whatever.
nailed it.
Nailed it.
Okay.
What is the name for the monster in the 1954 monster movie Creature from the Black Lagoon? So we're looking for the name.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it's Frederick.
I'm gonna go with.
Are you being facetious?
I'm gonna go with Tony.
Um,
Chet. No, his name's probably Chet. Because you know someone named Chet. He's got to be a jerk. And that creature was kind of a jerk.
Totally.
I'm gonna go with.
Okay, put your brain into the mindset of somebody in 1954.
Oh, I've seen this movie.
No, I know. Making a creature from the Black Lagoon movie. What would they name this character?
I don't remember it having a name, which is why I'm going to stick with Chet.
Schmogma.
Gilman.
I was so close.
Oh my God,
I was
that's
so
actually,
close.
That's really funny. I don't think they say his name in the movie at all.
Probably not.
But I mean, that is what he is, quite literally.
It says sometimes referred to as Gilman, which is believed to be the last of his kind. So maybe they say it.
Okay.
Let's move on.
That's pretty spot on. Way to go, 1950s.
What first lady appeared in the horror movie Donovan's Brain?
I'm going to go with Nancy Reagan.
Mindy?
Can we get do you have a year on there or no?
No. And I'm not going to give it to you if I did.
And I was trying. I thought I could just slip that by you, but maybe not. I have no idea. I'm going to go with Barbara Bush. Because I don't know.
Sharon is correct.
Woo woo.
Way to go.
She probably just is say no to drugs. All right. One more question, please. And then another beer.
In which of these movies did special effects expert Tom Savini play a garbage man? A. From Dusk Till Dawn. B. Dawn of the Dead. C. Night Riders. Or D. Creepshow.
Well, Creepshow was already an answer for one, so I don't know if they're going to duplicate answers. I'm going to go with Dawn of the Dead.
I'm just going to tell you, unrelated to the answer of the question, that these are culled from a bunch of different online...
So it could be.
So it could be Creepshow. Okay, gotcha. I'm still going to go with Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, I don't know, actually. I'll piggyback on Sharon.
The answer is Creepshow.
Oh, motherfucker.
You're welcome. So he was actually in all 4 of those movies that were listed as an actor.
Oh, but in only one he played a garbage man.
Yeah.
Okay, and now for the piece de resistance, our final beer. Sharon, what are we having?
We are drinking the limited Southern Tier cold pressed coffee Pumpkin Imperial Pumpkin Ale with notes of pumpkin and light roasted coffee. And I actually thought this would be a much darker beer, but it's
pretty light.
Yeah, it's pretty light.
Yeah.
So
looking, in color.
And it's made by a Southern Tier Brewing Company from Lakewood, New York. All right. So let's try this one. This is the one we were most excited about. So I hope I'm not the most disappointed by it.
I think I like their regular pumpkin better. But I don't know. This is good.
I haven't had a regular pumpkin in a while. We probably should have gone and gotten one of those too. It definitely has a strong coffee taste.
Yep.
So if you do not like coffee, you probably would not like this.
But it's odd because it's light in color. So I expected too that it would look like a stout when you poured it, and it's very light in color.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting too. But it's not bad. I would say this is my second favorite.
Yeah.
So this one is slightly sweet. It has a good coffee flavor. A little pumpkin-y, a little spice.
I do like sometimes I feel like coffee beers can be like a little overwhelming. And this is not. I like it. I don't know. Spencer, thoughts?
Spencer doesn't like beer or coffee, so I want to hear your thoughts.
It's a little sweet, so it's fine. But yeah, maybe I would say like a 3 or something.
I would give this a 4.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, I think that the habanero, the atomic pumpkin, was my favorite.
For sure. I wish we got... Oh, you bought one of those, didn't you?
I think I did. Maybe we'll crack another one after we finish this episode.
I think we have to. All right. So I guess it's time for Mindy and I to embarrass ourselves more with more trivia.
Well, this is like the Thunderdome now, because like these are our final few questions, right?
Yeah, but there's nothing's at stake, so...
Except our reputations.
Yeah, our reputations.
Which are shot at this point, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Really, what were they in the first place?
Right. Well, if you got nothing to lose.
That's true.
Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose.
And we're having fun.
Which is the most important thing in life, right?
That is the most important thing in life. I think we need to bring beer tastings into all of our future episodes.
And again, we're splitting one beer amongst 3 of us. I feel like I need to make that clear because it sounds like we're just downing tons of beer.
Sounds like we're raging alcoholics, but we're not.
Today.
All right, are you ready for another question?
Come at me, bro. Sorry, that was loud.
Don't get hostile.
We start with one of my favorites. This is not me saying, this is the person who wrote it. George A. Romero's classic, Dawn of the Dead, 1978 theatrical cut or director's cut versions. It is described as a zombie movie, but the word zombie is only uttered once. Which character used this offensive epithet to describe the living impaired?
Okay, I'm going to make a confession. I actually don't know that I've ever seen the original Dawn of the Dead. I probably have, but a long time ago. I'm way more familiar with Night of the Living Dead.
And I don't know characters' names.
And
nope.
yeah.
Nope. So are we gonna go with All Through the House?
No. Peter Billingsley.
Peter.
The answer is Peter.
Hey,
you were actually kind of right.
Shockingly
right.
Oh my God! Thanks a lot for the vote of confidence, Spencer. Sorry. Another question, please.
In Halloween from 1978. What was Michael Myers' motivation to go on a killing spree?
Sharon, do you want to... I'll let you take this one.
Well, honestly, I don't know if they ever really explained his motivation in the original.
Just that he was a psycho, killed his sister, and then escaped from a mental institution.
Yeah. And
he liked to kill people 'cause it's fun.
It happened on Halloween night, and he escaped, and he basically... started killing again on Halloween night. Was it? I guess
that was like, yeah, the original, it's just that he kills his sister, was institutionalized, and then he escapes.
I guess
they don't go into any more detail than that. But we know from the other stuff. Sorry, you could talk. You're rolling your eyes at me.
I mean, I guess you could say his sister was fooling around and he saw her through the window, and mostly he killed teens later that were fooling around or about to fool around or whatever, but I honestly don't think that was his motivation. And he went after Jamie Lee Curtis, who is, I'm pretty sure, a virgin.
Yeah, they really didn't state it in the original, but it was mostly that, yeah, he murdered his sister and then escaped from the institution.
And you are correct. The answer is it was not revealed.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God. Well, you let us ramble a long time.
Well, you kept on talking. I was going to say it, but you kept on talking.
Well, in case there was an actual less obvious answer, we wanted to cover all our bases.
We were thinking out loud, and we really liked that movie, so.
You did a really good job at that.
Great. Next.
What board game did Brenda turn into a strip game in Friday the 13th from 1980?
You guys just watched all these. You tell this answer.
We didn't rewatch this one.
Are you serious?
Oh, we didn't, because we both saw the original before, so we wanted to watch.
I've seriously only seen that movie once.
Pick any board game.
I'm going to go with Monopoly.
Chutes and Ladders.
The answer is Monopoly.
Woo! Nice job.
All right, next question. This 2014 film is about a woman named Anne who befriends a young girl she meets at the mall named Alice. While Alice has her own agenda for getting close to Anne, she has absolutely no idea what trouble she may be getting herself into. What is the name of this horror thriller that stars Barbara Steele? Do you want other actors?
Yeah. Sure. If you can can we get a clue?
I'll just read you the list of actors. I don't know if it'll help you, but you will recognize some names. So Barbara Steele, as previously mentioned. Ray Wise.
Well, what?
Oh, I love Ray Wise.
We do love Ray Wise.
I danced with Ray Wise.
That's another story for another day.
Camille Keaton. Adrienne King. PJ Souls.
Oh,
she's from Halloween.
Yeah.
I was joking, but
Oh, I know PJ Souls. She's from Halloween.
Yeah.
She's the original Halloween, and she also had a cameo. She was supposed to be at Days of the Dead last year, but she did not show up. But she also was in The Devil's Rejects.
oh, who was she in that?
She was the mom with the little boy where Captain Spaulding.
That's my favorite part.
Just because I started, I'm going to finish up the rest of the cast. It is Erica Learson and Heather Langenkamp.
Oh
my gosh, Nancy.
So what is this movie? This mystery movie?
The answer is The Butterfly Room.
I've never
fucking heard of it.
No, never heard of it.
But we're gonna watch it. Put it on the list. Put it on the list.
Both of those people, I'm in for those two. Really,
Ray Wise and Heather Langenkamp. Yep,
I love
me
Heather
too.
Langenkamp. I still do.
All right, you ready for another question?
We are.
This classic creeper from the year 1980, you want to take a guess now?
No.
Shows a very bloody scene. A huge cascade of blood is seen emerging from an elevator shaft as the doors open. Which horror movie is this from?
I have no idea. Oh my god.
Is it
I think
all
it's
through the house? No, we know this one. It's The Shining.
yeah. Seriously, I was literally just about to say that. But yeah, it's
The Shining.
You are correct.
Wow.
Next.
I was literally about to say that as you said it.
Shout out to all you Simpsons fans out there.
Right?
It was a murderous mother who enjoyed hacking up young friends and lovers at a famous camp in this very early 80s horror classic. Which one was it?
The original Friday the 13th.
Yes. All right, here we go with the next question. Rocker Meatloaf and Minnie Driver star in this 2014 horror slasher musical about a group of kids at a camp for musical theater who become victims to a masked killer. What is the name of this film?
I know this. We just watched this recently. And there's actually 2 versions of this. Stage Fright.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
I want to see this.
You watched the original Stage Fright with us last year.
Did. I was going to say, I don't think I knew that there was a remake with Meatloaf and Minnie Driver, but you had me at Meatloaf and Minnie Driver, so.
I think I like the Meatloaf and Minnie Driver one better.
Because the original one had the owl, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Good job, Sharon.
Thank you. Next, please. Next, please.
Based on a horror novel by William Peter Blatty, what 1973 Oscar-nominated film pitted Father Merrin against a demon from hell?
The one with my boyfriend, whose name I just blanked on, but the older actor from The Seventh Sign. Oh my God.
I'm going to say The Exorcist.
No, it is The Exorcist, but
I'm just going to cut Mindy short.
thank you.
Say The
You can cut
Exorcist.
me out of that altogether.
I can't. Next question.
Who the fuck is your boyfriend?
What's his name?
in
The
that?
fucking older...
The older priest is your fucking boyfriend?
What's his face? Max von Sydow. Of course I think of it after the fact. Hang on, wait, let me get in there.
I didn't know you fucking...
Hang on, wait, let me record that so that we know who we're talking about.
I didn't know you dripped for him. Sorry.
All right, here we go with the next question. Have you checked the children lately? Was what the caller on the phone said to Jill in what 1979 film?
Mindy, you know this one. I'll let you field this.
When a Stranger Calls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Classic.
All right, this might be a fun question. Which one of these films is not a real horror film?
Oh, yes.
A. Cottontail, spelled with a K at the beginning,
Nice.
from 2004. Easter Bunny Kill Kill from 2006. Bunny Man from 2009. And Bloodbath of the Bunny from 1978.
I'm going to go with all of them.
I'm going to go with B.
Which one was B? Do you remember?
Easter Bunny Kill.
That is B. But that is the wrong answer. The correct answer is D, Bloodbath of the Bunny.
So the other 3 actually exist?
Yes.
So now we have to watch those because
On Easter.
Easter is another holiday that
Brilliant.
I hate. And every holiday that I hate, I just watch horror movies.
And I never thought there would be Easter horror movies, let alone more than one.
I mean, I just found out that there was multiple Thanksgiving horror movies. So.
Which is a gift from the horror gods, for sure.
So now Thanksgiving, Easter, and Christmas.
Those are covered.
My 3 least favorite holidays. I have things to watch to help me cope.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
There are Hanukkah horror movies too, aren't there?
Oh,
probably.
They're coming out. Yeah. You and me read last year that they were coming out.
We watched a trailer, I think.
Well, I think they were doing like crowdfunding or something for there. Yes, there was a Hanukkah horror movie in the works, which sounded awesome. And honestly, I have not looked into it since we read about it last year. Do you want to look into it now while we get more beer?
Oh, there's a movie called Hanukkah with Sid. Oh wait, maybe that's it.
What is it? Sid Haig's in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that was the other thing that was like.
It's coming out supposedly on Christmas Day next year.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Let's do this.
Which future Oscar winner had his first ever on-screen role in the 1980 film He Knows When You're Alone?
I've not heard of this movie.
No.
Oscar. So let's just name an Oscar winner. You said or nominee?
Oscar winner. So he must have been younger. Kevin Bacon? No, he's never won an Oscar.
No, I'm gonna say Anthony Hopkins.
First ever role in 1980.
Yeah, so not Anthony.
First ever role.
I didn't hear that either, though. So.
Oh, so much beer.
I was gonna say. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say Denzel Washington.
Peter Billingsley.
Both very good guesses. The answer is Tom Hanks.
I was gonna motherfucking say Tom Hanks. I swear to God, after I said Denzel Washington, I was like, oh, Tom Hanks, who was also in Philadelphia with Denzel Washington, would have been a better answer.
Also seems obvious now that I think of it.
God,
wow, what was it called? What was that movie called?
He Knows When You're Alone.
I'm looking that up.
All right, here's another question for you ladies. What 2000 film, filmed in Toronto and directed by John Fawcett, followed 2 goth girls dealing with puberty and werewolves?
I'm going to say Ginger Snaps.
Mindy, what are you going to say?
I've never seen that, but I'm going to go with you on that because I've heard a lot about it, actually.
I'm going to go with You Are Right.
Woo!
Was it good?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oh, I thought you... I thought you said that so confidently like you'd seen it, and so I thought you did.
I mean, it was great. I loved it.
Anyway.
I've not seen it. I just knew.
Put it on the list.
Put it on the list. Yes, I got Mindy.
You did.
Got her hooked on that.
All right, next question. A widower moves into a large old mansion to work on his music.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Take it.
Is that everything?
Well, no, but...
The Changeling. But do you want to finish the
question?
question?
I was going to say, is there more? Yeah, I want to hear what they all have to say.
Yeah.
It's not too long before he starts realizing there is something very wrong going on in the house. He discovers he is not alone and is sharing his home with a boy named Joseph. What is the name of this less popular 80s horror movie?
If it's
less popular.
Yeah, it's surprising. Well, honestly, it is kind of less popular than most of them. But if we did not mention this, which I don't think we mentioned this in our last episode where we listed our 31 plus favorite horror movies, definitely this was one that we were thinking about putting on the list, but thought maybe most people would have seen it. Well, at least I didn't put it on my list because I thought most people would have seen it. But if you have not seen it, this is a great paranormal ghost story.
What's the title, Sharon?
The Changeling.
Starring...
Not the one with Angelina Jolie.
I was going to say starring George C. Scott, not the other one. Mm-hmm. Although...
Anyways, check out The Changeling if you have not seen it.
All right, final question. If you survive this night, nothing will ever scare you again. What 1970s movie was this the tagline for? I'll say the tagline again. But honestly, it probably won't help. If you survive this night, nothing will ever scare you again.
Fright Night is 80s, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't there like a New Year's Day movie?
Is it? I'm going to say Last House on the Left, although it does not sound like a tagline for that movie.
No.
But
why would it? It sounds night specific.
well, because
it's not Night of the Living Dead. That's not their tagline.
No.
And it was made in the 70s. What am I talking? I'm going to stop talking.
But the reason why I thought of Last House on the Left is because she was just trying to survive
The night. Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to say.
I'm going to give you a clue.
Yeah.
Because apparently I'm wrong.
Yes. This is a throwback to your episode with Jelena.
Oh, crud.
Is it Alice, Sweet Alice?
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa. Well done. Well done. So did we win?
We won all the pumpkin beer. Woohoo!
We did, technically.
Okay, I didn't know that movie had a tagline because I'm pretty sure we watched that. Did we watch that like on YouTube or something?
I think it's available now somewhere.
I think I can give you some more information. Let's see. I'm going to skip that part. The film actually had 3 titles and 3 separate release dates.
Whoa.
It was first released in 1976 as Communion. That was the name.
What?
It was then released in 1978 as Alice, Sweet Alice. Yeah. The final of the 3 release dates was in 1981, and the film was titled Holy Terror. Anyway, that's maybe where the tagline came from.
Interesting.
Okay, so I honestly think the tagline fits better with The Last House on the Left than it does with this movie. I never in a million years would have guessed it was the tagline for Alice, Sweet Alice.
Except that you did.
Except
you did guess it.
Only because he said that we talked about it in the
yeah.
episode with Jelena. Otherwise, I never would have fucking got it. And it is a good movie. Watch the movie. And Last House on the Left.
Watch that too.
Watch that too. On that note.
That's what we have to say about that.
Yeah. So
we won, obviously.
We won 50 million points.
And beer.
In horror movie trivia, and we won a bunch of beer in our bellies. And this was so much fun, and we're gonna have to do something like this again, or at least drink a lot more when we record. No.
And we hope you guys all enjoyed it too.
Yeah, so check out some of these pumpkin beers that we recommended.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Check out some of the movies that maybe we recommended.
Or mentioned offhand or never heard of.
So I think that wraps it up.
Should we say a special thanks to our quizzer, Mr. Spencer?
Yes. Thank you very much, Spencer, for quizzing us and
keeping us in line.
You're welcome. There's only about 1,900 more questions.
Oh, fuck.
Well, we're going to keep going, and then you guys, we'll catch you all next week.
And then, as always, if you have any thing that you want to write into us about, if you have any recommendations for horror movies that we should watch.
Or pumpkin beers.
Oh, yeah.
If you have any of your own recommendations of good pumpkin beer that we should try, let us know. And scary stories, creepy stories.
The huge.
Yep. Write us whorestalkhorror@gmail.com. Follow us on the social media sites. And as always,
thanks for getting creepy with us.